Okay, so Peugeot Boxer right hand side mirror replacement. There's a lot of problems with these, mostly because these cheap mirrors you can get on eBay, they don't have the external temperature sensor. Not only do they not have the external temperature sensor, but they have no cutout to fit the sensor, to transfer the sensor over. You can see here on the factory there's a cutout on the bottom of the mirror, and your sensor would fit in there, be held in there for your external temperature sensor. Reason why you need that sensor is because the DPF needs that sensor to actually calculate when the DPF regen should happen. So I believe also it affects the fueling on the computer. So without that temperature sensor, you actually run the risk of clogging up your DPF, possibly overfueling. I don't know the exact algorithm of how it calculates it, but it is important. So this mirror has been split apart. It's 4 screws. Obviously take the mirrors off. Got 4 screws here, I think the T20. Once you release those screws, the casing itself, the front and the back cover should come apart. This is the back cover. Once you take the front cover off, you'll see the little sensor there. You can take that off. To get it out, you need to take the big plug out. Feeds this connector up through here. Once the main plug is out, you can actually feed the sensor back through. So you don't force the plug for the sensor through here. It's easier if you just pull the sensor through. And on a new mirror, there seems to be a perfect little spot to take the sensor. Probably needs a bit of glue to keep it in place. I mean, it's pretty solid, but I'm guessing the manufacturers actually put this in to allow you to transfer that sensor over. Obviously it's not going to be in the same position. You could technically drill a hole here and transfer it over to the exact same place as the OEM mirror, but you run the risk of damaging the new unit. These mirrors can crack when you take them out, and you'd have to split everything in half and then modify the casing. But this is much easier. You can see that will just pop back on there, hold that sensor in position. I can't see any reason why it would change the temperature reading too much. It is closest to the body, so on a hot day you could get some residual heat coming off of the bodywork and affecting the temperature. But I think that's a pretty minor problem. It might affect it by a couple of degrees. So that is a way to do the transfer without damaging the new mirror.